Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the It Doesn't Matter podcast. And we've got myself, John, and we have...
Bobby Platano.
There he is. And we have...
I am the notorious one. I am Dom. Boom.
And we've got...
Yo, messed up my speaker. My shit went out. I can hear you one ear.
Oh, my goodness.
Take that.
Take
Pause.
that.
Well, folks, we're covering WWF In Your House Final Four, taking place, as you can see on the screen, February 16, 1997, a pivotal year in the world of professional wrestling for either company, because we are in the middle of WCW Monday Night Nitro versus WWF Monday Night Raw, and this takes place after the controversial Royal Rumble, where Stone Cold Steve Austin won, but due to some crybaby Cody Bret Hart fans or himself, there was some controversy, including the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, who just won the title from Sycho Sid at the Alamo Dome, forfeiting the World Heavyweight title on Thursday, Raw Thursday.
I don't have my smile anymore.
He lost a lot, all right?
What did he lose?
His
hair.
smile,
His virginity.
his beard,
His hair.
after,
He
his
now.
eye.
Well, that eye was.
Nah, it's still there. Just moved a little bit.
Uh.
A little to the left.
Oh, man.
Ay.
But a lot of things bring us to this pay-per-view, including, as we said, Shawn Michaels forfeiting the WWF title days before, culminating in this match, where the winner of this Final Four match would become the new WWF Champion.
Originally, wasn't that supposed to be the number one contendership for his title?
Perhaps it was Platino.
Because
No.
the quote-unquote rumor was supposed to be the return match of Bret and Shawn, but Shawn did not want to put Bret over this time around, which is kind of selfish. Asshole.
There was
It didn't work for him, brother.
You could have made some money with that, man, as a return match. I know we have our thoughts about the Iron Man match being what it is, but they've had plenty of matches before that one, and they all were pretty good matches compared to what they had at Mania 12. So, I don't know. We all know Shawn had his demons at the time, and I'm glad he's recovered from that, but I would have loved to see the rematch at Mania 13, but we actually got a better match with Steve and Bret, but we'll talk about that later.
Card subject to change.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. What does it mean to be the World Wrestling Federation champion?
To be the GOAT.
Not a damn thing. Shawn Michaels vacated his belt because he's pussyfooting because his knee. He lost his smile, just like these guys said. But whatever. We got a main event. You got your Final Four of the Royal Rumble with Bret the Hitman Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Dead Man, the Undertaker, and Big Van Vader.
It's time to lose your eye. I mean, bleed.
You talking about Shawn Michaels?
No, the
No,
thorn in
Vader.
his
No,
eye.
remember that eye. We'll get there.
We'll
but that
get
eye
there.
was brutal.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Western Union presents In Your House Final Four
Hey,
Western Union.
from
IRS.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
can I get my check already? I'm kind of hurting right now.
We got Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole. No, Jerry the King Lawler. And
Michael Cole wasn't born yet.
he was there.
He's a war correspondent.
Yes. All right. So your first
Teddy
match,
Pettigrew.
your first match of the
Pettigrew.
night is Mark Mero with Sable going against Leif Cassidy. And guys, if you don't know who Leif Cassidy is, that is Al Snow. What does
does
everybody
it-
want?
Head.
Hey.
What? You don't?
This was a family show.
It was?
It was never a family show.
It was me all along. It was R all along. It was R all along.
Just call me Adam.
What?
Copeland,
Copeland.
that is.
Ew.
That's it.
I got you,
Okay,
John. I
okay.
got you.
I got you.
All right, guys. What do you think about this opening match? For me, it was nothing really special, but Al Snow showed that he was
Leif Cassidy.
a Leif Cassidy. He was a technical wrestler at the time, and he had the not the Midnight Rocker, but
the new rocker.
the new rocker
Rockers.
gimmick, and it didn't do nothing for me. But
Obviously,
what do you guys
because he
think?
can't remember the details.
Nobody cares about Leif Cassidy.
Oh.
I like the name though.
Yeah, I do like
Name's
the name.
pretty sweet.
What's on the Brady Bunch?
No, Leaf Cast?
It was a combination of the two shows, the Partridge Family and don't know, some other show like the Brady Bunch.
Who would
or
have
something.
thought back then he was Leaf Cassidy, and then what? 30 years down the line, we'll get a color in front of Cassidy, or fruit in front of Cassidy.
His son?
Oh, jeez.
DJ Cassidy.
Oh,
You guys remember DJ Gabriel and ECW? Remember that?
I remember him.
With Alicia Fox.
Yep.
Now I didn't watch ECW at the time, so was the guy supposed to be like, a DJ, like, or is that just his name?
why do I not remember that?
I don't
DJ
either.
Gabriel and Alicia Fox. They came out together dancing and like, hey, it's DJ Gabriel. Like, is he supposed to be like a DJ?
Was he in Revenge?
No,
No.
it was like 2009 ECW.
It was short-lived.
Very short-lived.
I don't remember that one.
Oh wow,
That's good. You don't need to remember it.
you don't need to remember.
Yeah,
It's
we
ECW
don't.
on Sci-Fi.
It doesn't matter.
It
ECW
doesn't matter.
sci-fi. Jeez.
All right, but it was crazy seeing Al Snow or Leaf Cassidy wrestle that technical style because we know later on in '97 he got that push. He went back to ECW and he turned up him and Head.
Whoa.
Then he worked his way back to the F. But guys, what do you think about this match?
To who?
Count me as uninterested.
Nobody. I know y'all feel the same way as me, so
Yeah.
it don't make a difference.
Yeah,
it
we,
doesn't matter.
We kind of knew where it was going to go anyway, just being that Mark Merrill was the star at the time, and then who is this Leaf Cassidy?
Everybody was looking at Sable anyway.
Yeah.
If you watch that match, there's nobody that was watching inside those ropes.
No.
Nobody. They were watching.
Sable was looking particularly delectable on this occasion, and
Yeah.
she was wearing sunglasses the entire time, the LA Knight style sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of amazing. Like, Sable was kind of not underdressed is not the right word, but under makeup they're focused on.
Well,
and
Dom owes everybody a beer.
edge. And Mark Merrow was the featured superstar. But then over the last couple of months since, and Dom and I were talking about this since, it's like, this seems very familiar. It's like, yeah, we covered the Buried Alive in Your House, October 1996. So we're covering this show. It's only 4 months away, and so some things have changed, some things have stayed the same. But if you go back to that era, that time period, Mark Merrow had just lost the Intercontinental title to Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and he was still in the midst of a push. But now, flash forward just a couple of months, February '97, Mark Merrow, Sable's getting the bigger headlines, and Mark Merrow's push.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. I saw that too.
Those were bigger headlines.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mark Merrow's push was on the way out, and he would actually get injured shortly after this.
The Wild Man.
And then he'd come back to be Marvelous Mark Merrow late in the year, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so the finish of this match, we see Mark Merrill with a shooting star press for the win, and that shooting star press was way safer than Sammy Guevara on Jeff Hardy.
Knocked him out, right?
Jeez.
Knocked him out.
Yes. But Mark Merrow, shooting star press was very safe. He made sure to tuck those knees.
Tuck the
and-
knees
Yep.
and lower the
Knees.
chin.
That's right. Mark Merrow, a safer worker than Sammy Guevara.
Ooh.
Wow, that sounded just like. Wait a second.
Are you the voice? Yes.
All right, so after this, we see the Honky Tonk Man come to the ring.
Oh.
Then they show
And
footage.
that's it. The end. We're going backstage.
Did they
Then
cut
it-
So
something
where the
out?
hell? So where the hell did he go?
What was that about? Like,
Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's Honky Tonk's homeland.
I know.
Yeah, and he came out in a red jumpsuit versus his traditional blue one, or
Yep.
black one, rather. And
I said, oh wow, Honky. They came back. He was gone. Where the hell did he go? The fuck happened?
they took a Karate Fighters commercial break,
What
and he
was
was
the-
out of there.
Who told the backstage, go, go, go? Come back, come back, come back. I just waved right through the curtain.
He just did a fucking R-Truth. My bad.
Yeah,
My fault, dog. And went back.
unbelievable.
All right, so after this, they show footage from Thursday Raw Thursday about HBK losing his smile
Bitch.
in John's favorite arena in Worcester, Mass. Was that
Worcester?
DCU?
Worcester.
DCU. What's no.
that wasn't
That was
DCU?
Lowell.
Lol.
Yeah.
'Cause there's lots to like about Lowell, except there's nothing to like about Lowell for all the fans in Lowell, Massachusetts, that is.
Oh, a lot of football in Lowell. I
You
played.
ain't got nowhere to eat where that arena is, man. There ain't no food there.
On the other side, there's a whole strip of places, but then it's only a one way, so you have to. If you miss it, you gotta turn around. You gotta turn around, pal.
Well, a lot of the places are closed by the time the wrestling show happened. And
Yeah.
there's one place, it was like they sold roast beef sandwiches. And
Jerk.
and they served it with a side of sour cream. I don't understand why.
That's nasty.
I mean, I was like, is this a local thing? They just gave you the sandwich in a little container of like from the hood sour cream. I was like, am I supposed to put this on?
They didn't have the au
Do
jus?
with it as you wish.
There's no jus.
No au jus?
No, it was
dip?
sour cream. And I'm like, I don't get it. What am I missing? And well, that's you, Lowell. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the memories.
You're missing the au jus. That's what you're missing.
The French dip.
That's it. So, all right. So after this, we get a promo from Sid. Basically, he's talking about it's time for him to be the WWF champion tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw.
Because he is
It
the
happened.
man,
Yes.
the master, and the ruler of the world.
Wait a minute.
If you have asthma, Sycho Sid's your favorite promo.
He is. And I don't have asthma.
Or if you're on an edible,
Oh, God.
That too. Listen here, cry baby.
because you could see when he's talking, it's like then you'll start seeing stars and like you're there with him. It's like
Yeah.
when Ultimate Warrior was talking. Like I was there in the 36th dimension.
It's like John said, though, so many times. Sid 2-time main eventer. CM Punk, settle. Ouch.
Still. Take that,
Ouch.
Phil. Sorry, Phil, you're cracking with that.
And I love both wrestlers, CM Punk more, but Sid, that was the man.
CM Punk is always next year.
Good luck.
Sid is the definition of go break a leg, kid.
Oh, you jerk.
Seriously.
You ass.
All right. So our next match, we have Flash Funk coming out dancing with the Funkettes.
You mean the Godfather? Oh no, Flash. Funk.
Yeah. I was
Flash
thinking that too.
I kept calling them the Funkadactyls. They were,
I was thinking that too.
Funkettes.
It was Godfather meets the Funkadactyls,
Brodus
and then Brodus
the Funkasaurus. Yeah.
and Godfather, and then Vince just said, "You know what? We're gonna put those together, pal."
That's basically it.
Every couple of years, he's like, let me get these guys and a couple of chicks.
All right. Well, if you guys don't know who Flash Funk is, he was Too Cold Scorpio from
That
WCW and ECW.
So funky.
Yes.
So
And then after this, we get Bart Gunn. Then they show a video package of Bart Gunn getting beat up by the Nation. Then
I am
Goldust.
not-
Then Goldust comes out. Then they show Crush taking out Goldust with the Heart Punch.
Ugh.
Hard punches.
After this, we get the Nation Domination coming out from the crowd. We get Savio Vega, Crush, and Farouk, and D'Lo Brown with the fade.
Oh, yeah, he was in the suit, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have the Nation of Islam suit on.
They did
No,
the
D-
Shield entrance before the Shield entrance.
That was dope.
yeah.
And had PG-13 from ECW rapping.
Yep.
That
yep,
was
yep.
the most Mickey Mouse rap. Me and Farouk, we a took. Luke Mook, walking down the stairs. It ain't fair. We don't care. I was like, what
So
is
it's PG-13?
going on?
Yeah.
By any
Holy
means necessary.
smokes. Move out the way. Trying to get down.
All right.
Shawn Michaels has a frown.
Cool Ray is back.
Yeah.
All right. This is a random ass tag match, but I enjoyed it. It was a fight. Flash Funk looked impressive. I was always a fan of him, hitting all these high spots. Farouk out here talking trash. This redneck.
Southern redneck.
Southern redneck. Yeah, Crush the jailbird.
Oh, damn.
Allegedly.
Yeah, right. Savio Vega looking out of place.
No, he didn't look out of place.
Not that time,
He
no.
look out of place.
Crush
in the
looked out
Nation.
of place.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, Crush, by any means necessary.
If you say so.
Anything to work its way back up to Chronic.
I'd rather him still squeeze the head.
Pause.
Oh, not you know what I meant.
I don't know.
No,
Better than
no,
the heart punch.
No. Eh. Yeah, I guess.
He still did it in a different way, but it wasn't his finisher anymore. Not like it was a good finisher to begin with, but
That hurts. I should do it to my brother. That's why. Forget it.
The Kona crud.
Platino, what do you think about this match?
Like you said, it was a lot of good action, a lot of characters. I was still kind of confused. Like, this is what the Nation was before we looked at what it was later on. Like when it was Henry and D'Lo, and then The Rock would join later on. I was like, this is not the Nation I remember. I probably wasn't paying attention at that time, but it is what it is. But yeah, good match, good action, but I don't know. I felt like something was missing. I just couldn't tell what it was for me.
Matt Johnson.
Mark Henry.
Oh yeah, he was hurt, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, that was a guy back then. I thought he had so much potential, but it is what it is.
I thought I was playing Call of Duty. I was looking for my mic. That's how much.
See, the early Nation of Domination was kind of like the joke that the FBI was in ECW, because the joke of the full-blooded Italians in ECW was that none of them were Italian except one of them. You know.
Nunzio, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Little Guido.
the Nation of Domination, it's like, well, it's all nations. But
Yeah.
later on, they became an all-black group, but in the beginning, well, it was mostly an all-black group, and then Crush, and then Savio Vega, adding that to the mix. Then they kind of like in the FBI in WWE, you know, with Johnny the Bull and Chuck Palumbo and Nunzio. Then they were all, I guess they were all Italian. You know, it's kind of lost the gimmick. You know, like
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Did they explain how Crush and Savio were kicked out the Nation, or they just said fuck it?
Later on.
Okay, I probably wasn't like I said.
I don't.
I don't remember.
You saying that? I was thinking the same. I was like, when did he leave? Or did he die?
who?
Who?
One of them.
No, there's
Crush?
a lot. Well, Crush, yeah, later on.
No one died their way out of the Nation.
Oh,
Savio's still around.
spin kicking.
Yeah, that spin kick was nice though. I'm not gonna lie. That's a big dude to be doing that. Still
is.
think Owen had the better one, but still.
He was a martial artist. Quang. Hi.
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 Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
How you doing?
what's up?
All right, after this, we see Stone Cold Steve Austin talking to Doc Hendricks backstage.
That's right. Stone Cold Steve Austin just yapping away like early Stone Cold Steve Austin would, you know, before the catchphrases, before the dramatic pauses. You know, this is Stone Cold at his
My
earliest.
favorite. This is my
Yeah.
favorite Austin.
Yeah.
My
It's a
favorite
great Austin. I was trying to listen and see his.
He had already won the King of the Ring at the time.
That's right.
Okay.
Just trying to see his inflection, his tone. Like who, you know, it's like if this is Stone Cold at his earliest and what he would become, who right now, up and coming superstar talks like he does, and then presumably will become a bigger star later. And
It's
you know, you say LA Knight.
No,
He,
Not-
he,
not
cooled,
anymore.
he cooled off.
yeah, they cooled him down.
I know, but you know, you say he's a combination of The Rock and Stone Cold, and he kind of really is. He takes elements from both, but that's the only one it reminded me of. But LA Knight still doesn't do it as authentic as the original. Yeah,
I don't think there is.
I think something happened in this promo where like some noise or something happened and it kind of like distracted Doc Hendricks and Stone Cold, but Stone Cold just, or actually maybe it wasn't Stone Cold. I think.
It might have been Doc.
Yeah, so something happened. They just kept rolling on with it, and that's something that LA Knight couldn't do. LA Knight can't have something happen then, because he flubs his lines a lot, and he doesn't recover very well. Actually, no, I take that back. This is from The Rock on this past week's SmackDown. Yes, Big L. The Rock recovered from a flub quicker and better than LA Knight.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right. Our next match is for the Intercontinental title. We have Hunter Hearst Helmsley going against The Rock.
Who would have thought?
Actually, Rocky Maivia.
So many years down the line,
And
we
this-
see the
yeah.
same.
It's parallel.
Going on.
Full circle.
This is going on, what, 25 years, 26?
Man,
Jeez.
imagine Rocky Maivia wearing that vest now. Back in
Imagine,
that vest was beautiful.
imagine The Rock having that hair now. That
Yeah.
shit was terrible.
That's true.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible.
You didn't like that Pineapple Pete?
Nah.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Jeez, Pineapple Pete.
But this was a decent match. This is a rematch from Raw Thursday, where The Rock won the title. And you can tell The Rock is still new to the biz.
Yeah, JR said it. He's still a rookie. That he had his experience. You know, he's coming from a wrestling family, so a lot of things he still learned from his pops and great Peter Maivia. But then King said that Triple H had a wrestling coach since he was 5, so he already had the experience. From back then.
Yo,
King was so.
let me tell you guys something. King back then had the best one-liners.
Yes.
And he said a couple of things, even during the Al Snow match. Just it's like, oh my gosh, this King, just it's quick-witted. It was so quick-witted. It was refreshing. Now that we got now.
I kind of wish him and Bobby could have been commentating one night. Oh my God, the quips.
Nothing.
Those two, the quips that those two have.
Bobby Heenan's my favorite of all time.
Well, I know that. That's why I want to get your opinion.
Crazy, but yeah, that match.
It was a decent match.
It wasn't one of their better matches, but it was.
As they got older and time moves on, they got a lot better. But at this time, a young Rock, a white face, baby face. Blue chipper, white meat, baby face, blue chipper. I don't care
whatever
the damn
color you want.
It doesn't matter what color it is. But I don't know. At the time, I wasn't big on the Rocky Maivia.
Whoa.
I hated the drop kick like he used to try to do like his daddy. Yeah, it was cool back in the 80s, whatever. And
Nah, he can't. He didn't do it like Rocky.
Nah.
I'm just saying it was cool back then, but for the Attitude Era at this time, nah, it wasn't happening. Nobody cared about that.
I don't think The Rock has ever been as athletic as his father.
You really think so?
His father was so watch Rocky Johnson matches. He was athletic. They sucked, but he was athletic in them.
I'd have to go back then because
he's charismatic. He fired up a lot.
Yeah. So you're saying Rocky had more charisma than
absolutely.
The Rock?
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Rocky?
Other way around. Young Rock had more charisma than his father, but his father was more athletic than his son.
Okay.
No, you mean Rocky Maivia, or are you talking about when he turned to The Rock?
No. We're talking about Rocky Johnson and then
Rocky
Dwayne.
Johnson was more athletic than Dwayne.
Yep. That's what you're saying.
Dwayne has more charisma than Rocky Johnson, his father.
Yeah.
Yeah, it developed over time, but yeah.
Now, a better worker, well, then it was different.
Who is the better worker?
No, it's
The most electrifying
Dwayne,
man
yeah.
in all entertainment. Rocky got blackballed.
Dwayne.
Hulk did the less amount of work, got paid the most.
We ain't talking
That's
about,
what the
we
best
talking about
worker
Dwayne
is.
and we talking about Rocky.
No, but let's bring it back just to see, like, who would have thought we see Hunter Hearst Helmsley, we've seen Rocky.
Yep.
And then just now we're seeing the same thing, but in an evolved version of where they have their family, where one is leader of the company. It's great. Like, us as wrestling fans, it's me watching that. I was like, this is wild, because no one would have thought. You know what I mean? That Triple H is running the show.
Yep.
The Rock is running the show
With Triple H.
He's running the company. It's crazy. It's
full circle.
Man.
Yeah, it's like you look back
Awesome.
at that time. You know, Gorilla used to be a pro wrestler back in the day, and now he's got like a management role or some type of on-screen management role on TV. Normally, back in the day, you'd see that. Now, the older they get, it's like they can still wrestle. Those guys at that same time, they couldn't do that. It's the evolution of wrestling is just constantly moving.
I wish
changing.
Triple H could still wrestle though. Man.
Yeah, just one more.
One more. Screw your heart.
Wow.
Screw your heart. Play the game.
Just
Leave it in the ring.
oh my God, this is not the wrestler. He is not Mickey Rourke.
Bang your head, Triple H.
You think he's got one more pedigree left in him?
Yeah, when he feeds his
Yeah.
dog.
Oh, Andre? The big dog?
Yeah, that was a good one, John.
That was a good one. I just gave him a layup.
All right, so the finish.
What's that mean?
That means
What sport is that?
you were Shaq and I was Kobe. Here's the lob.
Ugh.
What does Dom's dog have to do with? Anyway.
He's got that pedigree, you know.
All right.
Got it.
The finish,
Roman
of the,
Reigns.
the finish of the match. The Rock hit a German suplex with a pin for the win because Goldust came out and distracted Triple H.
He said, "Kiss."
I had the
My.
biggest crush on Marlena.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say somebody else.
I had the way she was always cold.
Nipply?
Oh, cold. She was always cold.
And the way she had that cigar. in her mouth?
No, she was just. I just like her lip. She reminded me of like an older Topanga.
Oh my God, I love.
Must have
I still love Topanga.
been
Oh,
the hair.
yep.
Oh, I love Topanga.
Boys Meet World.
Just
Woo.
those lips. And no, she was just a beautiful woman. God bless her.
Still is.
Was it this match? Did we miss it, or Chyna's
No,
debut?
this is it.
This is
Yeah.
Chyna's debut.
So
This
as-
is her debut.
Yeah, so as Triple H was getting
right.
distracted by Goldust, when Goldust tell him, kiss my ass, and he's smacking his ass and whatnot.
Jerry said, "I knew there was something about him."
I made that a boomerang.
Marlena was leaning up against the barricade, and a mysterious woman, a diesel woman, came out and choked her out.
JR said, "Is that a woman?" I'm telling you, I was listening to them. Them guys were on fire. Is that a woman?
Yep, so come to find out, it was Chyna, and she got escorted away.
So she didn't ragdoll her just yet. That should
Nah,
be
not
coming
yet.
out next week or the week before on Raw.
The
That
very
week
next
before.
night.
The very next night.
I thought so. In a very similar looking arena to this Final Four pay-per-view.
That security guard
The two
gave
of
her
them.
the
He's
way
like,
he grabbed her arm and
hey,
wrenched
hey,
it back. I know
hey.
she was like, "Hey, ah, ah." She was grabbing. I was like, "Oh shit! Let go of her, you scoundrel!" But yeah,
All right, so our next match is for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team titles. We have Doug
my.
Furness and Phil LaFon going against Owen Hart and the British Bulldog with Clarence Mason.
wait, what?
Yeah.
This next match is for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championships.
But it was a good technical wrestling match, my kind of match. The Bulldog Owen, they had
Wow.
some issues going on.
What issues? I didn't see no issues.
And
Blind.
Owen slapped Bulldog. Bulldog ran to the ropes and clotheslined Owen. Next you know, Owen about to get pinned, and Bulldog turned around and kicked
Furnace.
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 Yeah.
Lafont.
Oh,
Someone.
man.
Oh.
But it was just funny how Bulldog's getting ready to hit him with the power slam, and Owen came in and hit Furnace or LaFon, whatever one it was.
Water heater,
With the
whatever
slamming.
whatever they are.
I think LaFon. I don't know that. I think-
LaFon. Ain't for LaFon from Napoleon Dynamite? No, that's LaFon. Duh.
LaFonda.
You're just mad because I'm talking to somebody chicks online.
All right, so the finish of the match was
Pretty good.
Furnace and LaFon. They won the match, but due to disqualification, they don't get the titles. And Owen is pissed off that the Bulldog broke his slammy.
Yeah.
And Bolo's mad because I had to win already.
Never good when you're
I
breaking
could have beat him.
Cool, Ray. What do you think about this match?
Count me as disinterested.
Wow, really?
No, I didn't know those guys until I watched this pay-per-view. I still didn't. I was like, who the hell are them?
Yeah.
I think this was more of the build-up or what was going on between Owen and Davey Boy than anything else. Because even when we're done talking about this, I'm not going to remember who those other guys were.
Because at this time, the European title wasn't around, but that was your... They had a tournament, and two were in the finals for the
Yep.
European Championship
Yep.
later on that year.
Mhm.
So
Can we take a second how good Owen really was, man?
Yeah.
All the
My
time.
God.
We speak about that all the time.
Owen
and
was so good. Just the little things that he does, the way he sells, the way it's whew.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite Owen moment?
You almost got me. You almost got me. I almost went there.
You almost went there.
I think the most memorable was when he was with Nation and that whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's my because it showed his because everyone knew that he was a prankster and all that, but it showed his range as being that little snarky.
Stanky.
Like you could see that he wasn't supposed to be there, but he made it work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Strap facts. I don't recall. How did he end up in the Nation, by the way?
I don't recall either.
Wait,
Hey.
Elizabeth,
I think
I'm coming to join you, honey.
Oh God.
if I had to guess, because I don't actually know, my guess would be, at the time, Owen Hart was feuding with Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and so, a member of DX. DX was rebuilt with the New Age Outlaws and X-Pac, and so it was an Owen Hunter thing, but, DX flipped. They were heels. The night after Mania, when they threw Chainsaw Charlie and Mick Foley or whatever, they're having that feud. They were heels, all of them. And they became faces over the course of the springtime and early summer.
Hold on. I don't think the Outlaws were even part of DX just yet.
They became part of it, not this show, but after WrestleMania.
After
14.
Mania, yep. Okay.
After WrestleMania in night. Well, yeah,
But they kept
WrestleMania
teasing
14.
it. They kept teasing it
Yeah.
throughout those shows where they're helping them, where they're
Yeah,
popping
yeah.
out. And
But Shawn was always kind of like,
we're jumping over a year away, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
you're actually right.
but because they, Owen was the face, then DX were becoming faces, so they had to flip. So that's when they cough.
Oh, jeez.
And then, so they flipped, and then I'm sure there was some kind of weird, turn where here comes the face Owen helping out DX. No, he still hates Hunter Hearst Helmsley, so the only way to fight him continuously was to join the Nation. So that's what I guess. That's what I would presume, but I don't know.
when he carried all those slammies around, I loved Owen.
It was
Yeah.
cool. It
He was
cool.
taking people's slammies and said they were. Guy's awesome. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Plato, any thoughts on this match?
Which one?
Tag title match?
Owen and the Bulldog versus Furnace and LaFon.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of technical aspects that I did like. It was slow at first because I was kind of like, all right, this is going to be a match where it's like, when is it going to speed up? Then all of a sudden, all the action goes on. Don't touch me. And then the whole storyline between Owen and Bulldog, that's when you start seeing the real action going on. And like you said, it foreshadowed into the tournament that we will see later on during the year for the European title. Because I don't remember them feuding until I started seeing that, and I'm like, oh, okay, the Royal Rumble. And they always seem to make like 4 or 5 storylines out of that, which is actually brilliant if you think about it. Because you're thinking, it's just throwing over people over the top. Whoever wins, that's it. But there's storylines that you can build out of that, and they did great work with that. So, I don't know. I would say it was good. I would say 3 out of 5 for me.
John, what do you think?
It's a very interesting match because I can recall as a child watching wrestling that I didn't care about Furnace and LaFon. I just thought like everyone else thinks right now. They're boring, uninteresting, and who the hell are they? But as a grown-up of sorts, watching professional wrestling still, like we all do here, and I appreciate them more because they wrestle like they're from New Japan Wrestling.
Yep.
They wrestle in a very stiff New Japan strong style way, and you can appreciate and admire that now, which I do. But even watching it in those childlike eyes, it's like these guys are boring and uninteresting. Who the hell wants to watch this? But Bulldog and Owen is, I still say, one of the best tag team combinations ever in my history. And so I love watching them during that era. They were on fire. And, as for Owen Hart moments, we all acknowledge kind of like Sycho Sid. We love Sid. We love Owen Hart, and this was
I do.
last summer, the previous summer, summer of '96 or so. Owen Hart had a cast on his arm. He was injured, but they were doing some vignettes backstage. You know how like Ahmed Johnson would like run through the backstage looking for gold dust, right, and stuff like that. They would show like backstage a little bit. You're not supposed to see certain things, and this before that was commonplace, So the cameraman, they're following somebody through the back locker room area, and you can see Owen Hart just sitting there like on the phone. It's like, why is he there? And so he knows the camera's on him. So the cameraman's walking by. He's like, he sees the camera. He's like, I'm retired. It's like you didn't have to say anything. You're just a background character. But he had the wherewithal. I'm retired. Get out of here. What are you do?
Owen just steals the show all the time, man.
He was great during that. I mean, he made some color commentator appearances around that time, and he was just.
Can you imagine this day and age him being color commentator right now?
He was
my
really
God.
good. He was really good.
Jeez, man, we missed out on a lot with that dude.
It's a short period of time with the King of Hearts, so still unlocked in AEW Fight Forever, but that's okay.
Who would you say his best tag team partner was, in your opinion?
The turnbuckle.
Oh, shit.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
I'm sorry. I said that out loud.
We're live, pal.
Oh,
We
sorry.
do that again.
You guys' opinion, Dom?
Bulldog.
Bulldog got everybody.
Yeah.
John.
Well, I'd like to hear some other contenders.
Well, I mean, that's not fair because John just got done saying that was one of his favorite tag teams of all time.
Well, I'm just saying he Owens had Yoko, he's had Bret, he's had Bulldog, like you said.
Bret was short-lived,
but still.
Owen and Yoko were a thing a little bit.
You have Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett, yep.
Jarrett,
Coco Beware.
Coco.
I don't remember that too much, but yeah.
Yeah, let's have a high energy. But yeah, the only other one that would be a contender would be Owen and Yoko.
Yeah.
But no, Owen the Bulldog it is.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna have to go with Yoko. I like the mix
You
of.
don't believe that.
I'm serious. I
You
like
don't believe that
I
Yoko and Owen are better than Davey Boy and Owen.
in my opinion, I like the mix of strength and speed.
Yoko was just too damn big. Owen did all the work.
That's fine.
He just come in, leg drop, match over.
It don't matter.
Damn.
I just like something different, man. Everybody's always going left. I go right.
Well, go watch some high energy matches from the early 90s.
No,
Go vote for Jacqueline over Sable. Go ahead.
I will.
I know you love that awesome Kong
I do.
over Gail Kim. Or,
Some car. That was funny.
All right. So after this, we see the Undertaker backstage talking to Doc Hendricks.
Hendricks.
All right, so main event time.
Already.
There's only 5 matches in your house card. And it's Vader with Paul Bearer going against Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker versus Bret the Hitman Hart. And then Vader is in the ring. Stone Cold comes in the ring. Vader's talking that trash to Austin and flips the bird. And Austin, right back at you, buddy.
that was very out of character, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Vader's a big bad dude, right, from WCW and all that, and Austin's talking junk to his face, and Vader's just like, why is he talking like that? What the hell, man? He got pussified by Boy Meets World.
Stop.
Yeah, I don't think Vader was
Stop
expecting
it!
Austin to do that to him.
Yeah, maybe it was a shoot, like Austin's trying to crack him up.
Yeah. I wish I could have tried to do that to Taker in that match because it's always been like everyone's goal to crack Taker, but fucker can't break. I don't know what it is, man.
Brock broke him.
Who?
Brock.
Do you think Brock did?
Won their matches.
I know Godfather got him. Barely. He was like, I know you. We rode together and I can get you laid with one of these ladies. And he's just
Looking at his Sarah tattoo.
yeah.
I can see.
Yeah. Don't let her know. Shut up.
And, you know,
Sarah tattoo.
Roman Reigns mentioned this during one of his recent appearances. You know, when they mentioned Seth Rollins' name, no pop. Stone Cold Steve Austin coming out during this fatal Final Four match,
That's rare.
no pop, because he wasn't there yet. You know,
Yeah.
But it's still something when that glass breaks, though. I don't know. It's
for us. But
Yeah.
My
at that
goodness.
moment, at that time, and where were they? Chattanooga,
Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. No pop.
But wasn't Austin already going on the rise at that time? Like in other areas, he was getting the fanfare, and all the people were like, "All right, that's the guy that we want."
I think in the at the time, the smart towns, the city towns. I don't know much about Chattanooga, and I'll leave it at that. I don't know much about Chattanooga. Maybe they weren't one of those cities, so they weren't in on the Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know, they were still in on the classic white meat baby face,
that Bret,
that Bret
that
Hart
Calgary
style.
Hitman.
Yeah.
If you noticed in the crowd, there's a lot of Four Horsemen T-shirts out there.
I didn't notice that. I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh, sorry.
I noticed an NWO shirt. I didn't see any Four Horsemen.
There's a lot of Four Horsemen T-shirts out there.
Woo!
And then
That's probably why.
Horseman Country.
It's
All
one of
right.
the best theme
So
songs.
after this, we see Bret Hart backstage, and then they show him walking through Gorilla. You never see that back then, back in the 90s,
No.
to get to the ring.
Hey, Bret.
MJF!
You're adopted.
Yeah, they went. They went right. They went all the way through when he went through the curtain. and
Yeah,
everything.
you never see that.
Yeah.
Especially back then.
They should have flashed him saying, Vince McMahon saying, "Yeah, cut 5 minutes." Did not happen. I just made that up. Kind of like that lawsuit. It's a whole made up nonsense.
Oh, jeez. Because it's a bunch of shit all over the place.
Ugh.
Oh,
Set.
All right, speaking of shit, Abel, tell him about the rules about this match.
Doom, doom.
the fatal four-way match of the night. The eliminations start with you can throw someone over the top but they have to land
Over
on
the
the
top.
ground. So both feet must touch the ground like in the Royal Rumble. Or you can eliminate the person with pinfall or submission. The last man standing will be the WWF Champion.
There's no disqualification.
Yeah, there's no DQ.
Since there's no disqualification, Vader attempts to hit Taker with the chair. Taker kicks the chair. Vader is busted open.
Well, Vader's stupid ass had the chair the wrong way. He had it with the lip of the chair towards him instead of turning it around.
You
Turn
jackass.
it around, you dippy.
You jackass. For that.
Taker hit him, and then the lip hits him right in the top, like the sweet spot, as they call it, on top of the eyebrow.
Oof.
And that thing ripped right open. And it doesn't take much.
Nah.
It doesn't take much to rip that part of your body open.
Yeah, this part right here.
Right? It's just it's
sure.
very easy. And when you don't have the chair the right way,
So, can I try it?
yeah.
Okay.
Can I say that was a tough magazine? That was the face of Raw magazine back then, and the title headline was "Vader, Bloody Vader," and like take that to the CVS register. I want to buy this. Ugh,
What's wrong with you, kid?
what's wrong with you?
I used to steal them. Just walk right out with them.
That's why the Crystal Mall is the way it is.
Oh, gotcha.
JCPenney still open till
May
when they're out.
Take advantage of we're closing down discounts.
I don't want any of the stuff when they have it fully stocked. Why would I want what's left?
You don't want a free suit? I mean, a cheap suit?
Undertaker's entrance is still as
It's still
even
iconic.
as short as that aisle was. He managed to take his time,
Yeah.
but it's still, man. That will never get old, man. It
No.
will never get old.
Still
Definitely
4
not.
minutes to get in the ring, right?
Now Roman got him.
Oh. Roman's got 10 minutes.
Jesus Christmas.
I know.
Your tribal chief. All right, back to this match. We see Vader and Bret throwing live rounds at each other.
Yeah.
I don't know if them two had beef with each other, but them punches look pretty legit, pretty stiff.
No, they've all said back in the day that Vader would throw live rounds. He just didn't know how to work his punches, so he just said, fuck it. Ah!
Vader was cracking the chair over Bret, and then he attempted to put him in that damn sharpshooter. Watching this match, I'm like, damn, how come you just don't turn him over? But he
Too
was
big.
struggling with that shit. No, Vader was struggling to put Bret in the sharpshooter
Oh,
on the outside.
you know.
You can't put the hold on a guy who knows all the counters.
Yep.
Stu is rolling over in his grave.
Stu was he still alive?
He's
Yeah,
at
he's
his
still alive.
ringside.
He was still
Yeah,
alive.
well, yeah, barely.
You're happy-
You and King would be perfect together.
Didn't King say early in the show?
No, okay,
he-
I'll let
he
his ass
had
have
a-
this heart attack.
He had a mild heart attack, something like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, speaking to existence,
Sure.
Damn.
Oof.
eating that steak
Or wings. $1.
or wings.
Aw.
Yep. All right, but like I said, them two were going back and forth. They're throwing live rounds, and then Bret just kicks Vader in the nuts.
Yep.
That man just dropped. Like, okay, that's how you get the big man down. But-
Boy, where's the one?
Oh, my
Is
God.
that right?
Closed doors, guys.
Oh man, but everybody, it was like chaos throughout the whole match, and it seemed like Vader was like the whole focal point throughout this whole match right here, with his eye being bloody.
Yeah.
But Austin gets eliminated. He went over the top rope by Bret Hart.
Wait, speaking about Austin with Vader, those live rounds too, man. Even Stone Cold was like, God damn, pal. Like, lay off. You can see from the outside. It's like, shit. Oh, my God. But yeah, then Austin gets eliminated by Bret.
Yep, and he was pissed off. Then he came back, and he takes out Bret.
Yep.
And then you see Vader on the top rope getting ready to hit the Vader bomb on the Undertaker. Undertaker gets up, low blows,
More
and Vader-
nuts. More nuts. More nut work.
and Vader just goes tumbling down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good elimination.
Poor
That was-
Vader.
That was smart, though.
Poor Vader.
That was smart.
Yep. And after this, Austin's still trying to interfere, trying to eliminate Bret. Then Undertaker just comes and he punches Austin, and Bret throws Taker right over the top rope.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your finish.
It's crazy.
What do you guys think about the match? Start with John.
What? The Final Four match with its unique rules, never replicated to my knowledge, in the exact manner. No, but it was, it was a hard hitting match, just like you said. And Vader being a focal point, probably because he was cut open hard way. And you'd be hard pressed to find 5, Vader focused matches in his WWF career. But this would be one of them. And he would go on. He faced the Undertaker at the Rumble the previous month. He would face the Undertaker later in the year at the Calgary Stampede. And that would do it for the big man. But it was a match. It was shorter than I expected, and I don't know. It was okay for me. I didn't love it that much, but it wasn't bad. So it was just right in the middle for me.
Cool, Ray.
The match served its purpose. What they wanted to get across, what they were trying to do with it. With Shawn's knee, or what was going on with there, it was a nice way to transition to what they want to do, especially after what happened on the next night. But no, hard-hitting match, and it showed that Bret could wrestle any type of style match. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You have guys that are heavy hitters, who brawlers, and you had this technical guy when he was out there brawling with them, and still got his shit in. So that speaks to how great Bret was. But again, served its purpose. Not a bad match. I mean, best match of the night.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
Not saying much, right?
Match of the night.
Yeah.
Water heater and LaFonda. The fuck was that about?
Platino.
I gotta go against you guys and say actually it was a great match. I mean, most of the time when you see triple threats or fatal four ways, there's so much chaos that the camera angles are going left, right, up and down, so they couldn't really focus on the matches. It seemed like those 4 guys knew, all right, I'm gonna stick with this wrestler. We're gonna get our 5-10 minutes in, and then we'll split off and do what we got to do. And their focus was towards setting up a rivalry or whatever they were gonna have set up for the following pay-per-view coming up. Anyway, I think there was just Mania coming up after that, right?
Yep, next month in Chicago.
Right.
WrestleMania 13.
Yeah, so, I mean, I know the focus mainly was Bret and Austin because of the rivalry going on for so long, and Bret being the shit man to Stone Cold, and Stone Cold just being whatever it is. Those guys just had that chemistry. You could just see it. It just undeniable. And then Vader and Taker, which I was shocked because, like, a couple months ago, Vader wasn't getting along with a lot of the guys. He wasn't putting on matches like that. And I was like, all right, the chemistry with Taker and Vader, they could have had a WrestleMania match. It didn't happen. Something else happened that year, but the master and the ruler of the world goes against Undertaker at Mania. So the right guy went over at this point compared to what's going to happen the following night, because I think something with Austin, he interferes with their match with Bret and Sid. So, and then that bloody mess, man. Whew. I wasn't expecting that from Vader, especially at WWF at that time, but he showed out. And still, how the hell does he do a fucking moonsault at that size? That's just insane.
Centrifugal force.
Centrifugal force?
Yeah, I watched Oppenheimer, so no, I'm smart.
Next.
Yes.
On Peacock.
So, yeah, all 4 guys, they showed out. Austin was a made man, more so than he ever was at that time. He wasn't where we thought he was going to be just yet until Mania 13, where we finally got that.
A month later.
Yeah. Where Austin and Bret had that great match, which, in my opinion, was probably one of the best matches of the night, if not one of the greatest matches of Mania history. But, like you said, it served its purpose. The right guy went over, in my opinion, and set up for the following night. So.
Yep, so we closed the show with Sycho Sid coming out, and he's talking to the new World Heavyweight Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart, and that match took place the following night, and Bret Hart lost the title.
Yep.
So after this, they build to the road to WrestleMania 13 in Chicago. So you have the Dead Man challenging Sycho Sid for the World Heavyweight Championship. You have Bret Hart and Stone Cold in a famous I Quit match where the roles reverse.
Submission match.
Submission match. And Stone Cold passed out. That made Stone Cold that night, and Bret became one of the top heels in the company at the time. And as for Vader, Strap, you got to refresh my memory. What did Vader do in WrestleMania 13?
Vader was managed by Paul Bearer, who also managed Mankind.
Oh, yes.
And they would challenge the Owen Hart and the British Bulldog for the World Tag Team Championships. And Vader would go on. He would face Ken Shamrock in the springtime. Then that summer at the Calgary Canadian Stampede, The Undertaker was supposed to defend the world title against Ahmed Johnson. But Ahmed Johnson got injured, and therefore his replacement was Vader. The storyline being that Vader beat The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble 8 months prior. Here's his title shot. And that was just a filler match. And Vader would team with the Patriot later in the year, become a face, and he'd have one big feud with the Big Red Machine Kane in 1998 and then disappear to Japan.
Into the ether.
And he would go to Japan, and if you could find the DVD on highspots.com, Vader had a career resurgence in Japan, showing that his lame duck run in the WWF wasn't his fault. So,
because in New Japan, he was the man. It was Vader time.
yes.
Vader was the man, just not in the WWF.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Made you pop. Pause.
Whoa. Hello.
Gotcha.
Yahtzee.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What do you guys think about the show? Would you pay the $19.99 to watch this show if it wasn't on Peacock?
Adjusted for inflation.
For me? Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah, I'm a Bret fan, so I was going to probably pay. So you got me. Especially for the belt. That was my guy, so I was definitely, here'd you go.
Nope.
I know John and Ray know they probably would have streamed it through the black box.
Absolutely.
So
That black box was
Only I
sweet,
knew.
too.
It was.
That's how it looked.
I know. Shh.
all right. Well,
Dom, how would you?
Would I? Nope.
So,
What, Don, what, did you like the match?
It was a cool match. I enjoyed the Fatal 4-Way.
if you didn't know the results, would you have paid for it, though?
No.
Not even with.
I
Right.
agree with John, though. It's a unique match that we haven't seen ever since. And it's not one of those gimmicky. It's
It's a gimmick,
It's clever.
but-
It's clever. It's clever. Don't get thrown off the top. Then no, I don't know. It's a clever match.
It was
I'm
a-
surprised it's not hasn't been done again.
It was a good way to avoid anybody getting pinned and look strong all the way around, but I'm kind of glad they did away with that, because it's just like, come on, someone's got to take a pin.
Is it just me, or has there been a lot of Fatal 4-Way matches in the history of the WWF? Or is that just something, or is that just the game mode I always picked in the video games? Because you could reasonably still win as a player one, and you also got to see a lot of wrestlers in the video game. So I feel like I played it more as a feature in a video game than they actually had Fatal 4-Ways in real life.
Yeah, back in the day, it wasn't many Fatal 4-Ways.
The only other one I can think of right
WrestleMania
now
2000.
is WrestleMania
2000,
2000.
yep.
I think triple threat matches are more common.
Yeah.
But no, just Fatal 4-Way is like bigger in my head, only because I probably played it in all the SmackDown games a
Yeah.
lot over the years.
It's like you said, you didn't see that match, so you probably wanted to play that game mode more than anything.
I always like putting you have 1 star and like 3 jabronis.
Yeah.
It's The Rock versus Furnace LaFon and Aldo Montoya.
Oh.
Who's gonna win this one?
Doug Furnace.
Oh,
My
jeez.
goodness.
You always need a heater.
Haha, I see what you did there.
Yeah, nice.
That's it. But, yeah, it was a good Fatal 4-Way, but I wouldn't have paid the $19.99 at the time to watch this.
All right.
Just from seeing what the card was, like, where was Mankind? Where was he at?
There's a lot of people missing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Honky Tonk Man has the best assist.
Maybe he got choked out by Mankind. Maybe that's what happened.
Oh
We didn't
my
see-
God.
we didn't see
The hell
Mankind.
I was like, oh man, Honky Tonk got a match in your house.
Maybe
Nope.
maybe he's interviewed by Vince McMahon, and they started deleting him off the network.
I don't think Mankind was where he was when we thought of at that time. I think he was just coming up because 96. No, yeah, they didn't have the first Hell in a Cell match just yet.
Yeah,
Not
but-
till after Bret
But
left.
you have the Buried Alive match.
Ah, yes,
Or was that 97? Against Undertaker.
96.
We covered it.
The Undertaker was the one that was buried.
Yeah.
Here he was.
He lost every Buried Alive match. He
Number
never
one.
won a Buried Alive match. I don't even think he won a casket match.
Oh yes.
Caskets, he's won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Break
yeah.
We watched
Oh, yeah,
one with
yeah,
him
yeah.
on it.
With what's his face?
Luther Reigns, not Luther Reigns.
Heidenreich.
Heidenreich.
At Kamala.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. Mr. Casket match at the Royal Rumble. The Undertaker.
Mr.
That is
CM.
true.
All right, guys. So next week is our final episode of February, and that is going to be No Way Out 2004. And if you know what the main event was, Eddie wins the gold against
Brock
Here comes the pain.
Lesnar.
yes, that guy
Here
who,
comes the
who
pain.
they trying to erase against Brock Lesnar in the Cow Palace.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I know.
I knew it. I knew it.
We got to separate you two.
Yeah.
No.
No.
That will be our final show in February. But guys, we're gonna have a bonus show in March at Horsepower Cigar Lounge in Montville, Connecticut, Wednesday, March 13th.
Woo.
We're gonna smoke some cigars.
Hey yo. Yeah.
And
We
we're
are.
gonna watch 2 great matches from WrestleMania 3.
And which ones are those?
The Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Unbelievable, man.
Then we're gonna close the show with Andre the Giant going against the immortal Hulk Hogan.
That seems like a shorter show than this one.
We're gonna watch the show, we're gonna commentate the show, and it's gonna be a good time. Puff. Puff pass.
Mark your calendars.
March 13th.
March 13th
March 13th.
at Horsepower
Yes, sir.
Cigar Lounge in Montville, Connecticut.
Yes, sir. But after No Way Out, it's WrestleMania season. WrestleMania talk.
Batista. I shoot the lasers out of my. How about what we thought of that?
I love that.
It's gonna be a lot of WrestleMania talk, and it's gonna be good. Might be some special guests.
Really?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. It doesn't matter. But this upcoming week, it's going to be a bonus. It's going to be a rundown on the Elimination Chamber. We're going to give our thoughts, our prediction on the upcoming card.
And we might open a box. Pro Wrestling Crate.
It's been a while since you opened one of them box.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it, so. It's the January one. We're going to bi-monthly now, so I won't be getting one every month. I'll be getting one every other month.
Hopefully it's Black History Month.
No, sadly not. But the one coming after will have a special T-shirt.
Maybe it's the Val Venus with the cum stains on it. The cock lock and ready to explode.
I came,
Yeah, that one.
I saw, and I came again.
Why is it in size 1T?
Oh, God.
Why is it a baby burpee?
What is going on?
Oh, Lord.
All right, shut it down, brother. We can't
All right.
stop. We can't
Guys,
stop that.
great episode. But until then, I'm the Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here with Cool Ray. I'm here with Strap Facts. And I'm here with the daddy to be, Poppy Platino. We will see you next time.